Hello everybody, Stefano Gaming here. As you can see, today we are going to be, so I'm just fixing this really quick. Today we are going to be working on my game for the 2024 Scream Jam, which is super exciting. That's one of my favorite jams to do. Last year I made, I believe it was Someone's in the Shadows, which was pretty epic, if I do say so myself. And that was just a really fun game to make. And this year, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And I'm going to be also experimenting with some stuff, which will be just really good experience in general to work on another game that I'm really wanting to work on eventually in the future. So yeah, so this will be both a good learning experience and also just, always fun because making horror games is fun. Just a quick heads up though, for anybody who plans on playing the game, keep in mind that there will obviously be unbelievable amounts of spoilers for this stream and every other stream I do in this little series for the next week. Because, you're obviously going to be watching me create this game from scratch, and you'll kind of know everything. So, yeah, because I plan on not doing as much stuff off stream, because I'm going to try to stream most of what I'm working on for this, so that I can, what's it called? So that I can make one of those little devlog videos like I did last time on See Through Static. Because then I'll have footage to have in the background, which will be, pretty helpful for explaining that. It'll also probably be a longer video since I'll actually have more footage from that. Since with See Through Static, I wasn't streaming like nearly as much, if at all, while I was working on that. So I'm going to really quickly also open up that nice little background music thingy. So we can have some nice tunes to listen to while we do this. So, one sec. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put on the spooky melodies. So we're gonna listen to spooky music, and it's going to be epic. So now we get to listen to nice spooky music, get in the vibe, So that's gonna be epic. I am going to really quickly. There we go. I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb on Steam, so then I don't get notifications while we're doing this. All right. So now we got nice little spooky music. We got our nice little ambient chill sounds. And let's get to work. So this game is going to be called Grief. And it's going to be, well, about grief a little bit. But we're going to go with kind of a little bit of a spooky... I mean, obviously it's spooky, but, you get the point. So I think first we're going to start with some of the art, actually. Because I need something to place down so that, like, what's it called? Alright, so we're going to open this. So we're going to try... Actually, this is a good question on how big we want all the art to be. So I did actually... One thing I want to do is sort of make... what's it called? I wanted to attempt to make procedural animations. Or like procedurally generated animations. Which is going to be really new for me. I have never actually done that myself. I've like seen a lot of YouTube videos of people doing that, but it's mostly with 3D. And I've done a tiny bit of it with 2D, but like not really in the form of like full body motion animations. So this is going to be super fucking new for me. And so what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go with a 32 by 32 canvas size. And we're going to make this little pixel stuff. And so 32 by 32 is normally relatively pretty small for pixel art. But what we're going to do is do 32 by 32 for every sprite for the body. So we'll have 32 by 32 for, the top half of the arm, 32 by 32 for the bottom half, for the hand, for the leg, for the shin part of the leg, for the torso, because we're going to split the body up into all these different pieces. So it's sort of like a puppet. And then in Engine, we'll sort of connect them together and try to make it where it looks like fancy natural movement. So I don't have to make animations. Hopefully. Again, just completely experimental. I have never actually fully tried to do that before. So yeah, so we're gonna get to that. So I guess, we could start with the character's head. So yeah, honestly, yeah, let's give that a try. Let's get like a bit of a, maybe a little more like this. I'm gonna get kind of like a, this like more fleshy-ish tone. Might make it a little bit, yeah, something like that. That works. Oh fuck, where's my, there we go. Alright, so we're going to attempt to start, with like a head shape. So we're just going to start by doing, circle, And then we're gonna take, and we're also doing this from kind of a side angle as well. So we'll do something kind of like that. Ear will probably go right there. We'll obviously fix some stuff up more with hair. Honestly, we could do something kind of like that. Sort of, yeah. And then, you know, I'll also go in there with hair and stuff. Yeah, something kind of like that works. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit darker here. We're gonna just, you know, add some little features. Okay. Right now it looks kind of like a mug made out of flesh, but just ignore that. Alright, so we're gonna have something kind of like that. And then we're gonna add some hair really quick here so we can start to get a better head silhouette shape. Maybe like this kind of color. There we go. So we're just gonna kind of plop some of that down on there. We're gonna get rid of some of these parts here. And it kind of just depends on how long we also want this person's hair to be. Yeah, we could do something more like that a little bit. Yeah, that looks decent-ish. Might fill that out a little bit more. Yeah, we could do something kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go in there a bit. Get some little spots that we darken. And then we're also going to lighten up some spots a little bit. Yeah, actually I kind of like how it looks like broken up like that. Okay. Honestly, we could just leave it like that for now. We'll do more with like the lighting and shading and like the actual game itself. I think that'll definitely add a bit more to it. Though I might actually change the color to be a little bit darker so it's not as noticeable. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Some light little shading like that. Oh, fuck, did not mean that. Yikes. Okay, now we gotta do eyes and mouth, which is always a fucking pain in the ass. We could do one of those ones where it's just no mouth and it's just eyes. And so I'm just gonna start general like eye shape here to just see what we... Yeah, something kind of like that honestly works for eye shape. And we could just do the standard like this. Nah, it looks a little, that looks a little goofy. Because again, this is like a horror game. You know. We could always do the whole thing that some people do where they just like... What's it called? We kind of just do like this. Honestly, that doesn't look half bad. And then we can just darken that a little bit more for like the bits under the hair here. Honestly, I don't mind that actually, because then one, I don't have to work on eyes, and also it just like, you know, got that sort of horror movie or horror game protagonist ass like. Yeah, we could just do something like that. I might make that a little bit higher up. Yeah, I mean, we could just do like that. That works. That works as a head for the character. Honestly, good enough. Alright, so we'll take this. And we're going to export this really quick. And so we'll just call this player head. And we'll just toss that into our little folder here. Alright. So now we are going to make the next little bit here. And so yeah, so we'll just Actually, no, instead of doing that, we're just gonna make another layer, and then we'll just hide this one. So then we can also use the colors from this too, if needed. So yeah, so we'll start with that. Honestly, we could just work our way down. We can just go straight to the body next. Okay, you know what? So with that, we're actually gonna take this, and we're gonna move this up a little bit. We might move it, yeah, a little bit higher. So it's gonna kind of clip out a little bit, but that's okay. We're mostly doing this so that I can sort of make the body look like it actually attaches properly. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a little bit darker of this. And then we're gonna, yeah, sort of add like a bit of a neck here. Because in the actual engine, we're gonna have the head sort of down a little bit, and then we'll have it able to like sort of rotate so that it follows your mouse a little bit, so it kind of, you know, looks like you're looking around. For his color of jacket, I did want to give him kind of, yeah, this like almost like trench coat. It's like maybe dark brown, yeah, colored type of coat maybe. And again, we have to remember too that also we're not adding arms yet, because the arms are going to also be their own separate pieces and so on. I'm just trying to get rough general body shape here. We could do something kind of like that. And then we could add, yeah, a bit of like sort of shoulderish joints here. So yeah, so then we at least know like where the arms are gonna attach. So yeah, so we can do something kind of like that. Yeah, we'll do it like that. I like how that looks. Okay. So we got that. And then we're gonna also start, you know, working on the actual thing. I think I'm gonna have it where it's brown sort of overcoat with like this dark grayish kind of undershirt. Yeah, something kind of like that. Though I am gonna make it a little bit lighter. We'll do maybe kind of like this, and then we'll darken it up with, you know, some other stuff. Oh, you know, we could do kind of like that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, and so now we're just gonna have a couple variants of that where it's just slightly darker. And we'll do that to just add a little bit more like, you know, sort of texture to it. Okay. And I'll add a tiny bit. Just to sort of add some mini like kind of highlights to it a little bit. There you go, kind of like that. And then for the coat, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to do basically the same kind of thing here. We're going to start with some darker little shadows and whatnot on it. I'll add some under here because of his head. Okay. Yeah, kind of like that. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. And we're going to add some ones that are just slightly darker here. I'm liking the spooky vibes type music, though. That's nice. It's very, very spooky. Very nice. We're gonna add some lighter touches to it. There we go. That looks very nice. And again, too, like I said, under the like actual lighting of the game itself, because the game is going to be very, very dark lighting-wise, and so I think that'll definitely help with that a bit. We're also gonna maybe make this a little bit darker here at the base of that. Yeah, kind of like that. So then I'll have a nicer sort of transition. Okay. So now we can hide this. We're going to put this up here so it's nice and centered more or less. And we're going to export this as the torso. That looks honestly, I'm actually really happy with this so far. Like, this is actually turning out really good, not gonna lie. Originally, I was kind of dreading doing the art for this a bit, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of really liking it. Like, I'm really digging how this looks so far. Okay, so with that, we can probably move on to, yeah, the arms. So we're gonna hide this head again. We're gonna go into here, third layer. And so for the arms, we're going to use the same type of material here. We're going to probably... the question, should I lighten it or darken it? I think, I guess we'll lighten it for the left arm and darken it for the arm that's more on the other side. So yeah, so we'll lighten this a little bit. Let's see how that would look. Yeah, that's maybe a tiny bit brighter. Yeah, that'll be noticeable. Okay. And so yeah, so we're basically just going to sort of build an arm onto this. A little bit. And the arms are going to be a little bit simpler too. And we are going to have to cut them into 2 different pieces. So honestly, like, this alone might be the first stop of our arm. Yeah, we can also probably just do something like that. Because again, it is going to rotate, and then we'll have another joint for the bottom of the arm. So honestly, we could just do something like that. And then we'll, you know, obviously go through with our little shading stuff. Actually, we could start with the darker one down here. There we go, we'll do like that. And then we'll get slightly lighter. Just get this right here. Perfect. We'll add a couple mini touches of the light in there, and then we can add a couple like really dark ones in there. Alright, that looks good. So that's gonna be our top half of the arm. So we're just gonna export this. Layer, top arm left. So we're gonna export that. And we're gonna bring this back. Put this back right here. And now we're gonna create another layer. And we're gonna make it be the rest of that arm going downwards. Okay. And so we'll kind of do something maybe a little bit like this. And then we'll have the hand separately as well. There we go. Something kind of like that, yeah. And then we can also probably just shift that over a little bit more. Yeah, kind of like that. There we go. Okay. And so we have that. And then we're also going to actually take a little bit of this here. And we'll put that right there to show that's where the hand is going to connect. So then also when the hand itself is rotating, it'll just look more natural. Okay, and so now we basically just got to match the shading on this. So we're just going to take these colors here. Just gonna, yeah, just take the colors from this basically. There we go. And so now we have other part of the arm. So that's nice. So the only thing with that too though is in engine I might have to rotate that possibly. Let's see. So let's take this out of the mix. So we'll put this here. We might have to do like this. Yeah, kind of like that. And then we'll have to go in there with this and like do kind of like that. Because we want... actually, we might have to even rotate it further. We might have to do like this. The only thing is, yeah, that obviously kind of throws it off a little. Because the thing is, in engine, we're going to have to rotate them. So for the arms, we might actually have to go rotate those really quick. So let's rotate this like that, more or less. And so, yeah, it fucks it up a lot, but we'll, you know, go in there and tweak it. Okay, so we'll put this right here. And then we're just going to go into each of these and we're just going to, you know, fill them up a little bit more. Make them look a little bit fuller, basically. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that so it'll be like the start of the hand joint, or like the... Oh, what would that even be called? Oh yeah, like the wrist, yeah. That's much, yeah. I was having a bit of a stroke there, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna add like kind of a little bit of like, almost like, yeah, like I guess like a joint into each of these, so that they kind of look like they snap together a little bit better. Okay, something kind of like that. That should work for the most part. Oh fuck, I did that on the wrong layer. One sec. We're just gonna take this, and we're gonna go down to this layer, and then we're gonna paste that back. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna really quickly redo that. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna center this. Okay, we're just gonna take this, center that. We're gonna export this again. Is that right there? Okay. And then we're gonna go to this. And we're gonna export this as the bottom half. So instead of top arm left, we'll do... Oh, if I can fucking type. Bottom arm left. There we go. Okay. So we have that. So that's good. And so now I can just... Actually, I could probably get rid of the head layer. Okay, so we're going to keep that. So this, we're going to move over here. And then we'll move this up here so it'll kind of lock together like that, more or less. I'll probably put it more like there, realistically. So now we just need kind of a bit of a hand to go on there. Alright. The nice thing though is, like I said, if I can get this procedural generation, animations to work, then this is all going to be so fucking worth it, because then I don't have to do like any more animating for like the rest of this fucking character, more or less. And so if I think for the hand, we're basically just gonna, you know, keep it simple. We'll just do kind of like this, you know, or so, and then, you know, we'll obviously go in there and we'll, like, you know, add a tiny bit of, you know, just a little bit of like coloration to these. Kind of like that, more or less. And then we'll add like... something kind of like that. That should be fine. Okay, so we got that. And then we're also going to give it that little extra bit there. So then once the, again, the joint for the hand is moving, it will, you know, look a bit more natural. Okay. Just gonna export this. If I can fucking export it, my god. There you go. So say player, left, hand. And then we're gonna save that too. Okay. And then honestly, for the right arm and so on, that kind of stuff, we can probably just take those same ones and then just darken them in Aseprite. So we don't really need those that much anymore. However, we can possibly reuse the arms to sort of better, so yeah, so I can get rid of the hand here. But we can sort of use the arms here in a way to, help with the legs, though, that's for sure. But, like, let me just move this over here really quick. Move this down here. So, the legs would be... Yeah, we'll use that just for, like, reference for scale. Okay, so the legs will be under the torso. That was, yeah, okay. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna change the color of this, though, because I want the character to have sort of, like, these, yeah, dark jean type colors a bit. You know? So we're gonna do, like, this. Yeah, I kind of like that, yeah. And so just, like, put that, like, up in here, kind of. Yeah, honestly, that kind of works. And then we can just kind of... We can actually just widen this out a bit, kind of. So then it just looks more like, you know, a leg. And then we could probably... Oh, yeah, because, again, the legs will also be segmented into 2 pieces as well. Yeah, we can do something kind of like that. But now I mean just select that. There we go. Legs are always a hard part. Yeah, we could do something kind of like that then, yeah, I guess. And then we just got to make this kind of that little jointed section where we will add in the rest of the leg in the next piece. Okay. And then we'll get a slightly brighter part and yeah, kind of put that on there like that. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, honestly with that, we can probably get rid of this then as well, because that isn't really needed as much. There we go. Alright, so we have the kind of upper part of the leg. Honestly, we could probably stretch that. Oh, wrong one. We'll probably stretch that down a little bit more. And also at the top here, we can also give it that kind of joint at the top. And then we'll put it, yeah, like right about like here, more or less. Yeah, that could work. And then, yeah, then the bottom knee will go under there. I think I looked good. And then if I were to just duplicate this just to like see how it would look on the other leg. Yeah, that could work, yeah. That could work just fine. Except we might like rotate the other one. No, honestly, because then the knees would both be the same way. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I tell that works. We could try doing this. I don't know, does that look too thin? Oh, that's a good question. Nah, honestly, I think it should be fine this way. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to take this. We're going to put that over here. And so we'll do player left thigh. We're going to export that. The nice thing, too, also with doing it this way is we could also make for player death type stuff. We could also make that like, what's it called? We could make, basically a player deaths look like extra fucked up because we can make it where it's like, you know, to rip these apart and stuff. And we can have like cool gore and shit, like if the player gets killed. That'd be cool. Honestly, it's probably a better idea than what I originally had. Because originally I was going to have it where when you get caught by like the creature or whatever, that you basically just get jump scared. But honestly, that could be better. Having it like just rip into the person, you know? That sounds sick, actually. That would be cool. Alright, so we're going to take this, and we're just going to slightly darken it a bit, I think. Or, maybe not. Maybe we'll do like this. Yeah, and we're basically just going to kind of make a little bit of a kind of stock it here, and we're just gonna like move this down a bit. I guess it would kind of be a little bit of a straight shot there. Like maybe a little bit here for kind of like the calf. And then the question is, should I have the shoe also be its own thing? Because like usually it would, because you would also have the ankle joint, you know, or whatever you call that. I'm just gonna keep saying joint. But like in a game like this, because there's not really gonna be any elevation. So does it really matter that much? Oof, that's hard to think. I mean, I guess it would matter a bit, so maybe we'll make that its own thing too. Okay, I'm just gonna add some more shading to this. Kind of like that. I might darken it a little bit in some of those areas. Like we might do like... It's so bizarre. It like oddly feels like too dark. But again, it is like their lower leg, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, honestly, that should be fine. Yeah, okay. We'll say that's good. So we'll center that. I'll export that as player left shin, basically. Okay, so we have that. Alright. This is going to be a hell of a learning experience. Once we actually have to put this all together, that's going to be something. I think what I'm going to do, more or less, is I'm going to have it where the torso is basically kind of almost like... Because I don't know if I'm going to have it completely physics-based. I mean, maybe I could, because then it would also just, like, have natural, like, sway to it, too. Fuck, that's really hard to decide. Like I said, this is going to be one hell of a fucking, like, learning thing for me, for sure. Okay, so if I just, like, show this here. So we'll put this right here. We'll put this right here. Okay, and then the shoe is gonna go there. And then I guess we don't really need the torso that much, do we now? No. Okay. So for the shoes, I think we're also gonna go for kind of like a brownish color. Okay, and so we're just gonna kind of just go with like a pretty standard type shoe, I guess. We'll do kind of like that. Honestly, yeah, that more or less works. And again, too, the game is going to be like very dark. And so like most of this little extra shit we're even putting on the shoe right now, it like half of it you probably won't even be able to see in the actual like game. And also I think we're going to actually put this under that layer. So then we can bring this up and it'll kind of lock in like that. There we go. And so we're going to do this. We're going to add some highlighting on the top of this. I guess we can add like a little bit on the sides here. And yeah, I guess that's basically more or less done. I mean, it's a fucking shoe, like, it's not a lot of detail to it. Alright, so let's put this here. We'll just call this left shoe. And then in engine, we'll make the right version of everything. By basically just darkening it in engine a little bit. So that it'll kind of look a little bit more in there. And then also once we change the Z orders and stuff, you know, it'll do that. So yeah, so I guess, yeah, let's get to editing that. Alright, so we're just, yeah, I guess we're just going to go through each of these things. I'm just like looking through all this to see if there's any extra possible thing that may be. I am curious to see what this is. What is... What the fuck is spine? One second, I'm looking at what this is. I'm looking this up really quick. That's cool. That's expensive though. And I am not paying for that shit. Alright. Hi, Pigeon. Good to see you. Nope, fuck. Oh my god, I knocked my fucking mic down. There you go. Alright, so we're just gonna call this player head. We're gonna go into here, import images. I'm gonna import the player's head. Look at him, he's beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna create some stuff here. So we're gonna start with his point of origin and stuff like that. So we're gonna put that around the neck kind of area, because we want, you know, again, that to be sort of the swivel point for that. Okay, so we're gonna bring this in the scene. Obviously he's super tiny, but you know, we'll get around that. So do that, we'll do this, we'll just call this player torso. Okay, and so then we're gonna do this. Okay. Oh, that's another thing too. We also need to get the hitbox for this as well. There we go. So we're just gonna do that. Okay. Point of origin here. And so for this one, it's gonna be a bit different. We're gonna have the point of origin actually be like more or less in the center of it, because that's gonna be sort of I guess center of gravity-ish. And so we're gonna add points for each of these. So we're gonna have the left arm point, which will go right about here. We're gonna have the right arm point, which is gonna go right about here, more or less. And honestly, we can probably put that there, yeah. And then we'll do the head, which, you know, gonna be for the head point, which will go right about here. And then we need the left leg, which will go right about here. And the right leg, which will go right about here, I believe. More or less. I guess it could go there, but no, I feel like right here is better. And we'll do like right there and right here. I mean, hey, we'll test it. If it doesn't look good, then, you know, we'll adjust it. Okay, so we're also just going to bring some of these in the scene. So we're going to also really quickly here. So, we're going to scene properties, or not scene properties, we're going to go in here. Alright, so we got to just toss that in there really quick. I'm just adjusting some of that stuff here. Okay, so for this, we're going to make it smaller. And then, because we're going to go for kind of a perfect pixel look. You grant me 3 wishes. Ooh. What are the rules on that? Because, like, I'm going to definitely, you know, start asking a bunch of stuff like, you know, can I wish for infinite wishes? And so on. And then it'll just be an absolute mess, you know, just me asking things like that. Alright, so in game resolution width. So, one second, we need a calculator. Okay, I am curious to see how this would look. I'm going to do 720 divided by 2, 360. So, we're going to go for like hella pixel perfect look. So if I do this, there we go, that's a little bit more to scale. We're gonna make this shit look fancy as hell. Okay, so I think we're gonna do like this, and then we're gonna double the size of everything. So we're just gonna scale it up a bit. So let's also really quickly, let's go into here. We'll do show grid, setup grid, and we'll do 64 by 64. And so we'll do this just for like testing purposes, basically. We're gonna build him like he's fucking Frankenstein, and then we'll have it all sort of, you know, place each thing together and see how that goes. All right. So we have those. We're gonna create this. We're gonna do left arm, or left player top left arm. So we need top left arm. Okay, so we can get rid of all of these extra points too. Okay, so we're gonna have this be centered here, so that whenever it rotates, it'll rotate properly. And then we'll have this point be torso, because that's where it's gonna be attached to the torso. And then we'll have forearm, which is where the forearm is gonna be attached, which will be right about here. Okay, we're getting to this. Alright, now we're also going to fix the hitbox and make sure that's good. Make sure it's good on the torso too. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to toss this in here. You know, I guess while we're at it, we might as well double the size of this. Because it's like... Yeah, I do have to art. I kind of just leave it like that, because that would also save space on the game size. Yeah, we'll just... Oh. And keep accidentally bumping my mic. Okay. So it's going to duplicate this, and we'll do player we'll just do player left forearm. And then we're just going to swap this with the thing right here. We're going to there, and we're just gonna tweak these. We're gonna switch this from torso to top arm, and switch this from forearm to hand. So that'll be the hand, that'll be the top arm, that'll be like where that connects basically. And then center more or less remains the same. Okay. And so I'll put this right here. And so like just for reference. Oh yeah, that's also another thing too. We need to get the Z orders properly set up. So torso will do 1. Head will do 2. And we're just gonna like kind of put this on there just for like reference of seeing everything. And so this would be 3. And then, I'll put it like right about there, more or less. And then this would be 4. And that would go like kind of good there. Okay. we're getting there. Okay. So we have that. And then, yeah, I guess let's add the leg pieces. Alright, oh wait, no, we need the hand. How could I forget the hand? Do player left hand. We'll go into here. Grab his hand. We can get rid of that. Then we can switch just to forearm because that's where it's going to connect. We're going to put the forearm right here. And then we're also going to actually... Ooh, that's a good point. Because I guess we would want it to rotate from the wrist. I'm also going to adjust this here. Okay. So actually, that's a good question. Because do we want to rotate from the center there, or do we want to rotate from its joint? So actually, we're going to do that. Because I want it to rotate from the joint. Because then it will look more natural, I think. Yeah, it seems correct, yeah. We're using our brains right here. We're using our brains humongously. A lot more than I normally do. Okay. And then we have his hand. I'm just going to supersize that. I'm just going to go toss that on the little joint of his hand there. Kind of like that, more or less. Okay, so that'll be 4. And then the hand will be 5. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's so bizarre. We're working on it. Okay. And so we have player top left, or here we'll just make it just player left thigh. I'll move that down here. And so we have left thigh, which will go right here. So we're gonna adjust these points. Put this right here. And so that connects to torso, and then this will be right about here. And that'll be at the knee. So I'm just gonna toss this in here. And so these, though, they are gonna be less. So we're gonna put these two. Oh, that's another thing. That's a bit of an issue. Okay, so the torso, let's do 5. And then we'll do 6, 7, 7, and then 8, and then 9 for this. And so that gives us room to make the arms on the other side and the legs to also fit. Okay, so we have that, and so then this would be 4. Yeah, there we go. We'll have that go like right in there, more or less. Kind of like that, I guess. We're just gonna lock those so that I don't actually move them on. I'm trying to move this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think that'll go good right there. Okay, so we'll duplicate this. And we'll do left shin. And then we'll switch that from the thigh to the shin. Okay. And I'll put this right here. And then this will be foot. And that'll go right about there. Okay. And so this thing would have the Z order of 5. And it'll more or less go right about there. Alright. We're slowly working our way through this. This is a work in progress. Okay, you know, actually, I think also for these, we're actually gonna really quickly basically make him like T-pose kinda. More or less. Because that'll actually be easier for this whole thing. Because they would be 100% pixel perfect and we can just like really look at it. That. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're just basically gonna have him T-pose on, yeah. Okay, so that'll be 5. And then the shoe itself will be 4, I think, is what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll do 4. So we'll do player left shoe. Player left shoe. Okay. And then we're gonna, switch that to the actual shoe. I'm gonna edit this here. We're gonna do center. We're gonna put it right here. And then we don't need that to connect anywhere else, so we'll just do this and we'll just do shin for where that'll connect. Okay. So that'll connect to the shin, yeah. And so this thing will have 4 as its. And it'll connect more or less right about there. Okay. So we got that. And now I basically just got to copy these, but, you know, have them the other way around. Okay. So we're also going to create a folder here. We're just going to call this player parts for all of these. And so put those there. And then we gotta basically copy all of these ones and make a right variant. Sort of left, we'll do right arm. Okay. I'll do this. I think also in the player parts thing, I'm also gonna make one here. I'm just gonna call it left. And then right, so that it's easier to like organize that later, you know? So I have like top left arm going here. And then we'll have the right arm, you know, going here. So that's just easier to do things. Okay, and so for these ones though, they're gonna be the opposite of that since they're gonna be behind. So this is 5, so this will be 4. And then the points on this should also remain the same as well, so that's good at least. Okay, so then we can move that into the right up here. Okay, so that'd be 4. Duplicate this. Get rid of the 2. Switch this to right. And then we can just toss it in here. Increase the size. Switch it to 5. Actually, no, I guess we would do that to 3. Yeah, we would do that to 3. Okay. Okay. So I can move that there. I can move right there. Okay, well, at least making these a lot easier. Switch to player right hand. That will be 2. Perfect. Okay. And then for the left hand, we're also going to actually really quickly do this, and we're going to flip that. And we're going to move these here. There we go. I guess no, it would go the other way though, because it'd be like... I mean, I guess it just depends on the perspective. And we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, so left hand goes in here, right hand goes in here. I'm also just gonna move that there. We'll put that at the top of it actually. Okay, so you have the left thigh, we're going to just duplicate that. Rename it to the right. So now we have that. So what's the left thigh here? So that's 4. That's 5. So this will be 3, I believe. Because we wanted to go behind these as well. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's another thing too. I think the legs are also like... One sec. I think they're also down 1 pixel. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like that. That's much better. There we go. Okay, so that's at 3. So we'll do that, we'll do this, and then this is gonna be 2 instead of 3. Right shin. So then this will be, no, I don't mean to put that there. Put that there, and then put this to 2. And then also in the post-editing stuff, we'll also go in there and we'll, should that go there? No, I guess we'll do it like that. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And so we can put that on the left, put this on the right. And then this last one, we can do the shoe. And that should be right shoe. And the right one should be 1 for this. There we go. Okay, so obviously if we were to just press preview, which let me also set that up too for you guys later. Really quick. You can see, obviously he's kind of just like, what's it called? Let me also set this up for you guys. So you see, he's kind of just standing there. And like, obviously that's because we haven't done anything yet. So with that said, we are going to attempt, keyword attempt, to start setting this up. So we have all the player parts in there. And so we're going to go into here and we can do this. And we'll just do body structure. Or fuck, I don't know. Structure. I think. Is that what? Yeah, that is how you spell it. Okay. And yeah, so I guess we're just going to put these here. So we're going to have the player head position. Yeah, I guess we could do that, yeah. So it'd be player torso, point X, head. And let me just do the same thing here for the Y. And then we'll go into here. And we'll do top left arm would go to left arm. And we have right arm go to right arm. And so basically we're going to start by just doing this just to make sure that like it matches kind of. And then eventually we're going to have to do, you know, some other wacky type shit. It's going to be so fucking bizarre. But yeah, so we're going to start by doing each of these first. Of trying to just connect the guy together. Okay, so we're going to do this for the leg. Left leg, yep. And then we also need to switch this to the Y as well. There we go. And do the right thigh. Right leg. And do that here and switch to Y. Okay, so that should get the main base ones directly connecting to the torso. So there's that, which is, you know, good. Okay, so we have that. Interesting. Okay. So we had that, and then I guess we'll just keep connecting things. So we'll then do change the position of not cleft. left forearm to top left arm, point X, forearm, yeah. Okay. And then we would just do Y, and so that should connect. And then we'll just do the same thing here, but with the right. So we'll do right forearm, connect to top right arm, point X, and that would be forearm. Okay. Hopefully this all works out, because then we only have to do all this kind of shit crazy like once, and then it should be basically more or less set, which will be really nice, and it'll look so much more natural. And so I'm really hoping that works out. Really hoping that. One sec, I'm also moving my mic a little bit out of the way so I can type on my keyboard a little bit easier. My voice might sound a little bit different, because again, I have the noise cancelling on. Oh, actually, speaking of that, oh yeah, noise cancelling literally like just ended. Okay, one sec, we're gonna switch that really quick. One sec. Much better. Alright, there we go. I was just fixing the noise cancelling really quick. Completely forgot about that, sorry guys. Alright, so let me have that fucking widget. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're just gonna go back to doing this. So we have left arms. Now we need the hands to go on it. So we need the left hand to go on the forearm. So we have left forearm. And then point X hand. Yep. Do this. Let me switch up to Y. And then we just do the same thing here, but we'll do the right hand and the right forearm. Point X to hand. Yep. Just copy this. Copy this. I am really hoping this works. I am really hoping this works. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're actually gonna move these down here, so that's all the arms first, and then we'll go straight to the legs after. So then it will be left shin goes to left thigh, and then point X, that would be, what would that be? Yeah, knee. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this, go over here, go to Y. And so originally, once we do this and we start to like move him around, it should kind of just look like he's T-posing and just dragging around. That is what we are actually looking for, which is good, you know. We can actually also just switch this from left to just right here if we want to do this a little bit faster. But basically, it'll look like he's like T-posing, but that's basically because you know, right now we're just connecting. We're not doing anything with rotations yet. So if I move this torso, it should move everything else with it, which is good. That is good. Okay, so now we just need the foot. Yeah, if I'm correct, yeah. So now we just need the left shoe, I believe I called it, yeah. We need the left shin, and then point X, foot. Okay, let me just do the right one, and hopefully we're just gonna do this really quick. I am really hoping this works. I am really hoping this works. Right shin. Okay. Tada. Voila, as they say. Okay, so we have that. And so... Okay. So So we have this. And so if I were to just push preview. Okay, so it does look like it's working so far. So you can see that every piece is like connected. They're not connected 100% perfectly. So we're gonna go in here really quick and we're gonna tweak some of these to look a little bit nicer. So we'll try maybe like this. We're just like, you know, adjusting some of these so that they look like a little bit more interconnected. Okay, so let's preview again. Okay, there we go. The arms look a lot better connected. Perfect, perfect. We're gonna go with the torso here, and we're gonna try to connect these a little bit more right here. There we go. Now the arms look much better connected to the torso. That's good. We're gonna have to do that same thing with the legs. Do maybe like this. Okay, a little bit more up. Okay, let's preview that. There we go. Okay, now the legs look a little bit better connected. That's good. That's good. I think I might move this leg a little bit more to the left. I'll do it like right there. There we go. Now it's lined up better. Perfect. Alright, so we got that. Uncas there, yep. With the shoe. I think we're gonna do it like this. Okay, there we go. Now it looks a little better. Okay, so right now, everything looks good. And so you can see it's just like T-posing, which is, you know, what we were going for, so that's good. And the nice thing with this now is if I were to like let's say I like dragged his like body parts all apart. So like, let's say we just move that. If I start it, it should, yeah, there we go. See, it reconnects. So now it doesn't even matter if they're all lined up. So I can like literally split him into like a billion pieces right now. So I can do like this. And we'll just like lock these here. It's basically just as long as his torso is there, everything should line up. So here we're just going through this list. We're just going to split these up. And everything should look good. So just going to split that up, lock that. And then we'll do the same here on the left. Just move that down there. Go down here. That down there. Yeah. Put this right here. There. Alright, there. Head up here. And so even if he's split up like that, when we preview, yeah, everything comes together. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. That's just what we want. That is just what we are looking for. Sweet. Okay, that's really good. Actually, I'm gonna actually unlock all of these really quick. So then we can move them around freely, easier. Because now we don't have to worry too much about accidentally. So those are all good. We're gonna unlock the chest. We're just gonna unlock each of these. Perfect. And the nice thing is these should also work on smaller scales as well. So we're also going to actually really quickly go into here. They want me to move that from down there. Get back down here. Thank you. Except I don't want that over there. Oh, fuck me, dude. like, I want this, and then I can move this down. And I want this to cover the whole thing. Bruh, oh my god. Fucking hate when this shit happens. It's like, don't go over there. I want it to be in between these, but not covering all of them. Let's see here. Yeah, fuck, it's not letting me do that. I have to like do them manually now. I have to like do like this, and then go down. Oh, it's not even going in front of it now. It's a fucking pain in the ass, bro. Oh my god. I fucking hate that shit. It's annoying as hell. Can you, like, go not there, please? Fuck it, we'll just put it right there for now. That is really fucking annoying. That is a pain in the ass. Bruh, why did it have to do that? Oh my fucking Christ, dude, that's so annoying. I just want to put this here and have it fucking not cover these. You know, like I want these in front. There we go. Thank you. Please. Now we just put this there, this there. Much better. See, now this is at the bottom and it's not fucking obstructing all this shit up. Much, much better. We can just spread this out a little bit. There we go. Alright, much better, much better. Okay, so anyway, I was going to try to fucking set up this grid and I'm going to put it back to 32 by 32. I'm also going to just change this color so it's a bit more visible. Okay, so we're just going to take all these and I'm just going to scoot them over one. Scoot all this closer. There we go. Can I scoot it up on there? Yeah, I can. Alright. I'm basically just kind of making all these things here just a little bit closer to each other. Just so that, like, visually it looks a little bit nicer. It doesn't really matter where they're placed, I just kind of like how it looks here. Kind of like that. There we go. Now he's all nice and spread out like that. There we go. And we can also probably make this a little bit lighter. There we go. A little less harsh on him. Alright, so we're just gonna like move him down here a bit. So now the hard part is making everything kind of move together. So I think let's create like a floor. So we'll just do this. We'll just call this ground. We don't really have a floor. We'll just do this. We'll just do 32 by 32. Ground temp. Okay. And we'll just make some dark gray floor. Just to be like temporary ground. This game is called Grief. It's a game that I'm currently working on for the 2024 Scream Gym, which started today. So we are like just now starting out. We're currently doing some experimental type stuff. Like procedurally generated animations, and that is something I have like, I mean, I've done like sort of like that before, but never to this extent, and so we're currently testing with stuff like that, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, so right now we just finished setting some of that up, so now you can see all of the body parts connect together. So like right now they're split up, but whenever I set this, they, you know, all connect. So I'm also gonna just lock that, so then I can still touch them, but I can't even. Okay, so what we want is, so let's give the torso, not an effect. We want to give it the platform character behavior, because we want it to have gravity. And so we're going to go into here, And we're going to give this the platform thing. And so if I press preview, it should fall. Yeah, and then he falls halfway through the floor. Okay, good. And so now we basically just got to give that behavior to all of the body parts and see how that works. Or, you know, I guess we could do that, and then we could also do, like, same thing with, like, the legs. Or, like, you know, here, let's try it with just the feet. So we have the right foot. And then we'll give that to the left foot. Not platform, you don't want that. Okay, I'm still falls to the floor. So we're gonna do these here. Alright, or actually we're just gonna do that. And then we're just gonna copy this. Okay, we can delete that. I'm gonna paste. Okay. This is gonna be super, super bizarre to work with, but we'll give it a try. So if I press play, okay, still goes to the floor. Okay. So what if I give him default controls, just out of curiosity? I would move him side to side. Okay. But his legs still go to the floor. Interesting. So yeah, we'll keep him with default controls for now, just for like testing purposes. Interesting. So just look at that as a hitbox. Actually, do the feet have hitboxes? That's a good question. Yeah, out of curiosity, I'm gonna try doing this. I'm gonna try to put in like all the body parts, because I'm curious if it's that. Because, okay, what if I remove it from this then? Interesting. So I guess we would have to sort of connect that all together in a way, I think. So I can't just give them all hitboxes like that. Interesting. So I think we're, instead of doing that, instead of giving them gravity through that, we might actually make them all physics objects. Which, that's gonna be weird. That's gonna be super fucking weird. Because I, like, never do anything with that. So, yeah, we're using this game jam as a, like, hella learning experience. We're gonna be learning so fucking much from this. Make sure that all of these are gone. Okay, all of those look like they're good. Okay, so what if we give this this? So what is this? Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be so fucking weird. Okay, so we'll put this here. I'll put this here. You know, I guess I'll just do like kind of like this, like a big rectangle. Oh, that's gonna be so weird. Okay, so if I just apply that and I just press preview here. Okay, that falls through. Oh yeah, because this needs to be physics objects as well. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This shit's gonna be so fucking weird. Okay, so... Oh, it's so different from what I'm used to. And you know, hey, worst case scenario, if I can't get this to work out, then I can just take those body pieces that we have there and just make animations in Aseprite with them. So, you know, worst case scenario, we basically like waste a day or so. But, you know, that's fine. Okay, so that works. And so then, what if I make the rest of these physics objects? So like if I just take this and I just like okay, so I think that'll just be that, and then... Oh, it's gonna be so weird. Oh, you're gonna be playing more Dark Deception. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, it is one. I mean, I could end the stream for now, and I could watch that, and then I could just, since we are a little bit over an hour, I could do that, and then I could just work on this while I watch you play. You know what? Yeah, fuck it, we might do that. I'd say we got pretty decent enough footage. Oh, fucking I got hiccups. I'd say we got pretty good enough footage for first tiny bit of a devlog here, with like setting this all together. Yeah, honestly, you know, that works. Alright. Well then, I will be ending the stream here. Let me close this really quick here. There we go. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.